Hi, Luciana here, and welcome to my channel and my Gray Corner, a place where I like to talk about the good, the bad, and whatever else is in between. Get it? Gray Corner, gray area, whatever else is in the middle. I'll make it a thing one day. If you don't know what I do here, on my blog, loquaciouslucy.com, and here on my channel, I like to overshare my experiences, question stereotypes, and bring awareness to different motherhood and womanhood challenges. But sometimes I like to make videos about whatever I want to make videos about, and today's one of those days. Because Rosh HaShanah is right around the corner. It's on Friday, September 18th, which is next week. Which is also my mom's birthday. Mãe, seu aniversário tá chegando! And because the holiday is approaching, I wanted to make a video about what Rosh HaShanah has taught me about life, about family, and about trying to be a better person.
Okay.
Those close to me know that my relationship with Israel has always been and still is a complicated one of love and aversion, for lack of better words. And the last one eventually led me to avoid getting immersed in the culture. I'll get into more details about that in another video, and it will be a long one. But even though I'm not so connected to the Israeli traditions, I still enjoy living here. And I've learned to appreciate how much Israelis value their holidays. And one of the biggest holidays for them is the head of the year, or Rosh HaShanah, which is the Jewish New Year, but the translation reads head of the year, like Rosh HaShanah. Learning something today. Now, if you don't know what Rosh HaShanah is, let me read this definition from history.com. Rosh HaShanah commemorates the creation of the world and marks the beginning of the Days of Awe, a 10-day period of introspection and repentance that culminates in the Yom Kippur holiday, also known as the Day of Atonement, which is the holiest day of the Jewish year. Now, I'm quoting a website for this because I'm not Jewish and I was never really interested in learning more about it. And although I don't like religions in general, I respect all of them. So I wanted to pass the right information here since I'm not well educated in the subject. So that was a definition of what Rosh HaShanah is, and I'm not gonna get into the prayers and the religious details of the celebrations of it. I'll keep my focus on general things that anyone, Jewish or not, can relate. So, in the spirit of reflecting about the past year and going to the new one with a fresh perspective and celebrating new vibes, I wanted to share with you all 3 things that the celebration of Rosh HaShanah has taught me over the past 9 years living here in Israel. So let's get to that. Cue the intro. So the first thing I've learned is that Israelis value family, like a lot, which is not something I had experienced previously living in Brazil. I mean, I obviously love and appreciate my parents, my sister, and the extended family that comes with her. But we were never close to the rest of the family, which is quite big, like 30 plus. You know, family feuds, bitter disagreements, it happens, family fights.
You have a lovely home. Raf's told me, what are you doing?
There's gonna be a lot of landmines in these conversations.
And yes, we did celebrate the holidays by having large family gatherings, with the ones we still spoke with, by having festive dinners and barbecues and etc. But still, I feel like here they put a lot more value in family relations than where I came from. Spending time with family is something very precious to them here. And I think that's wonderful. It's very comforting being close to all your family, not just your immediate family. I always wanted that. Although sometimes it can be annoying when you want to skip Friday family dinner and they might get really upset about that. Family. So yeah, the family is very important to them here and it shows during this holiday. It has changed my perspective of family relations for the better. That they can be loving and supportive and not only call you when they need something.
Hey, Jeffy. What? Can I borrow some money? No.
Yeah, some families are like that. But yeah, I know, this can differ widely from person to person, here and in Brazil. I know that. I'm just sharing my personal perspective based on my life experiences, okay? Let's make that clear. So don't take this as the only truth about how Israelis or Brazilians value their families, okay? If you have a lousy family here in Israel, I'm sorry. And if you have a very close family in Brazil, eu fico feliz por você. Everyone has different experiences, everyone has different families, so let's just respect everyone, okay? Great. Now, the second thing I've learned with Rosh HaShanah is that foods with symbolism are awesome. There are many metaphors in their food during this holiday celebration, and I'm a sucker for metaphors. So let me go over a few of the symbolic foods that they have in Rosh HaShanah. A fish head is sometimes served as a reminder to be more like the head and not the tail, which means be more like leaders and not followers. And that's some inspiration right there. The head of the fish can also symbolize the translation of Rosh HaShanah, which means head of the year in Hebrew, like I said before. And it can also represent moving forward and not lingering in the past. Yeah, I tend to get caught up in the past a lot, so that's a good one for me. Look, I don't like fish, and I don't really enjoy Israeli food in general. I really miss Brazilian food. But I like this tradition of eating the fish's head. I mean, I like watching it, not eating it. Sorry, babushka. There's also the tradition of dipping sliced apples in honey, symbolizing the hope for a sweet new year. And who wouldn't want that, right? Especially because 2020 has been a shit show.
What a shit show.
The pomegranate, which I actually only started enjoy eating after I came to Israel, probably because it tastes better here, I don't know, is also a common tradition during Rosh HaShanah celebrations. It symbolizes gratefulness for being alive, and it's hoped that our good deeds and actions in the new year will be just as abundant as their many, many seeds. And I like that analogy. You know, being grateful for the new fruits that are coming in the new year, you know, in the season that you couldn't taste before, but now you can. So the pomegranate symbolizes that, you know, to being grateful for everything you have and for the abundance that you have from the land, from life. I guess you can take your own analogy from it, but I really like that one. I mean, in Brazil, during the New Year celebration, we also eat specific foods for like good luck and wealth, like lentils, for example. It's actually an Italian tradition to eat lentils on New Year's Eve to attract wealth and prosperity. But we adopted it because, in case you didn't know, São Paulo, which is a state in Brazil, has a lot of Italian immigrant descendants, me included. Like 15% of the country's population, which is a lot, because this is the Brazilian population. Anyway, this tradition came to be because the flat lentils once resembled the Roman coins. So it's believed that to eat lentils is to attract wealth and prosperity during the New Year's Eve. But this lentil tradition is more like a superstition, right? To eat lentils on New Year's Eve is to attract wealth. Well, but the fish thing is also superstition, right? Now that I think about it. But it's a more meaningful one. Because wishing for more money in the new year is just that. You're asking for it, but are you really thinking about improving yourself to get that? To get the dough? And that leads me to the last thing that this holiday has taught me, which is the importance of reflecting on your past actions. During Rosh HaShanah, people ask for forgiveness for the things that they have done wrong in the past year and serve as a reminder not to make the same mistakes again in the next year. It's an opportunity to learn to become better people and improve ourselves. And that's a beautiful lesson that I've learned with this holiday, which is something that I wasn't used to doing before. I just wasn't reflecting on all the things I've done during the year in order to become better, which is kind of like counterintuitive, right? Because I mean, in order for you to improve yourself and to become better, you need to learn from your past actions. So by not reflecting on your past actions, how can you really become better? You know? Anyway, so I've learned that with Rosh HaShanah, and it's very nice. You know, there are games that you can do with your family. You can write it on a paper. I mean, you do you. But I think that the idea of reflecting on your past year, it's very nice. You might not be proud of your year, but it's important to reflect on it, to understand what you could have done better and do better. But we should all practice this on a daily basis, right? Not just once a year when the holiday comes. You know, it should be a constant in your life. If you're someone who does this only once a year on the new year, like try to do better. Like for yourself, you know, for your family, for your loved ones. But hey, I guess doing it once a year is better than not doing it at all, so... Anyway, reflecting on my past actions and the whole year was not something that I was used to doing before I came to Israel. And now that I do that, I see how important it is to remind yourself of what you've done and what you could have done better, and just move forward. There's a powerful influence when we visualize things happening by using actions, like eating the fish's head, thinking about being leaders and moving forward, or by being grateful while eating the pomegranate seeds and asking for abundance. It creates a feeling together with the action and the thought. So that's important. I don't know if you're into the law of attraction or anything like that, but it works. So remember to create the feeling. Don't just ask for it. Anyway, to wrap this up, the Rosh HaShanah holiday and its metaphors have a deeper meaning and have taught me the importance of learning about my past and using small actions to bring the desired changes I want to see happen. Not just wishing for good luck, but improving myself to generate my luck. Plus, my view of family gatherings and family relations is forever changed for the better, and I'm thankful for that. And it also makes me miss my family in Brazil. Again, my immediate family that I actually miss. Anyway, that's it for today's video. These were the 3 things that the Rosh HaShanah holiday that the Rosh HaShanah holiday has taught me over this past 9 years living here in Israel. I hope you got value out of it and you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you didn't like the video, then I guess dislike the video, but let me know as well why. I mean, I love the feedback. I want to grow as well as a person, right? I want to learn and improve myself in the spirit of the new year. Anyway, that's it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Make good choices. Still don't touch your face without washing your hands. And I hope you have a wonderful Rosh HaShanah celebration next Friday, if you're doing it. Or if you just want to sit down with your family and have a nice dinner. You know, appreciate your family. All right, that's it. Thanks so much for watching again, and I'm out. Bye.